Hello friends, it's Tanya here back with another Animal Crossing video. Today I'm showing you my pumpkin patch and then the other things I'm absolutely obsessed with the new Halloween update. So why don't you grab something a bit cozy and get ready to get spooky with me. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below what you're most excited about, and subscribe for future videos. Now let's get on with the updates. So the first thing is obviously the pumpkin patch. So Leith is in town from the beginning of the 1st of October selling pumpkin starts, and you can get them from him like how you would any of the shrubs, and you can also re-up at the store, which I'll show you later on. So once you get the pumpkin starts, it's time to make your farm. So for me, I already had a farm area, but with a lot of DIY plants. I had these mum cushions as cabbages, I had tomatoes in the back, I had the tree bounties as tomatoes. So this is me kind of really upgrading the farm. So first thing was to kind of tear down all those items and clear out the custom design paths I had on the dirt to make space for planting these little pumpkins. I have loved seeing the creativity of people who came up with different ways to DIY their farms before this update, but I have to say, after I've planted these, the realism is just next level with these pumpkins. So it did really make my farm look so much better and more realistic and full, really. So yeah, so these pumpkins, you just plant them how you would any of the shrubs, really. So because I'm lazy AF, I just stand in a spot and then have them planted like all around me in that 9x9, in that 3x3 block. But you can be more deliberate with how you plant. So that was covering up my mum cushion plot, and now I'm getting rid of this little tomato plant area where I had the tree bounties and a couple of other little plants, and in the process kind of destroyed my farm a little bit, so just rebuilding that. I love how Olive's just hanging out. It's the best when they come hang when you build, because it's just like, I don't have time to interact with you, but you're also adorable. I think they're really funny and adorable when they're first planted. They look like little blobs, like little cow pats almost. And they're not particularly attractive in the first bloom, if you were. So that's why it's definitely good to get them growing. Once you've planted them all, do make sure to water them, because watering makes a big difference in how many pumpkins are grown later on. So that's kind of like, if any of you have played Stardew Valley or similar farming games, you'll know how watering does make a difference. So here I am just watering my plants, and I'll show you later on the results from me watering every single day, and then later on I'll show you the results from me skipping a day. And then this is day 2. It looks exactly the same, but I just made sure to come back and do a bit more watering. Alright, and then on the 3rd day, we're starting to see some pumpkin activity. So you'll see they're small and they're this light green color, and that just means it's chugging along quite nicely. I gave it another little water just to help them grow nice and healthy. And you'll also spot that I have some appearance changes. I'm a little bit green at this moment, and that's another part of the Halloween update I will highlight in the next bit. Alright, and then the last day, here is how they look. They're so bountiful and healthy, and you'll see that I have 3 pumpkins for each bunch, and that is the max you can get for each bunch, and it means that when you pick them, you do get 3 pumpkins each time. And that comes from like diligent watering. If you don't water your pumpkins, you'll only get 1, and then if you water them sporadically, you'll get 2. So I did get that next time I tried it out, so I picked all of these and then traveled forward a couple more days to see what they looked like after just 1 or 2 waters. And yeah, so once you get these items, then the next step is to do something with them. So as I mentioned, this is what I got after watering only a few times. So you'll see a lot of the bunches have just 2, and that's what it looks like. Right, so next thing is the spooky items. So every day during October, you'll get some items in your Nooks, and you can just buy them outright. These are all items that you can get DIYs for, but until you collect the DIYs, you will get them in your Nooks every day. They do repeat after a while, but you do get through a pretty wide range before they start repeating. And they're all super adorable and really, really cute. And they tend to come in this original orange pumpkin style, though I did get one item that was in the white version for some reason. I think that might be when someone gave me something. Anyways, but yeah, speaking of the DIYs. So these are all the items you can create. You will need orange pumpkins at a minimum to create them. And yeah, there's just lots of great little items. And then you can customize them. So what you need to customize are the pumpkins in the other colors. So for example, if you want to customize to this white version, then you need white pumpkins. So that is why those other color variations are quite important. And they will help you, they will allow you to customize these items into the variation you like. And they're all really cute. I personally actually just really like the orange ones, but I think it's nice to mix them up, especially if you have an area full of lots of different items. Oh yeah, like that scarecrow, I got it originally in white. I think I got it from a villager. So yeah, lots of different colorways. So that allows you to do lots of different things and make your area really unique to you. All right, the next thing is the spooky makeover. So you will get at your Nook stop an option to use your miles to purchase new skin colors and new eye colors. So these are all kind of spooky-ish looking. These are all amazing. I have to say it's really disappointing that Nintendo's prioritize this rather than responding to some of the petitions around having more inclusive skin color and hairstyles, particularly for people of color. There just aren't many options available to them. But you know, hopefully they'll see how well this change was received and respond to those calls. So yeah, it's a different package. One is for skin and one is for eye colors. You'll want both if you want the full set. So once you've downloaded those items, you can go to a vanity or mirror and you'll see that you have the option of white, green, blue, or purple skin. I ended up going with green just to have an impish look, but they're all really, really adorable. And then hair color, there's no change, but on your eyes, there's a ton of really, really bright colors now. So there's bright pink, orange, yellow, light pink, gray, and green. So I went for a nice little green and changed back to my normal hairdo. And here's my new Halloween look. Now there's also some cute little outfits that you'll get in Sables, or Ables, sorry. And there are some dresses. There are also some cute little hats. There's like, I think 9 or 10 different items. I didn't get them all, but they are really, really cute. Number 5 is trick-or-treating. So Jack will send you a little note saying that he will come on the 31st of Halloween, and in the meantime, start collecting candy. So you can get candy at your Nooks, and you can only buy one every day, so do try to pick one up every day so that you have lots to play with when it comes to Halloween. You can also buy your pumpkin starts in Nooks, which is a great option just in case you missed Leaf. Now, if you give your villagers candy before Halloween, they like it, but nothing happens. It's just like a normal gift, and they just say thanks. Now, when it comes to Halloween, Isabel will announce it with her funny little hat, and until 12 midnight, there will be a Halloween celebration. So coming out of my house, you'll see it's looking particularly festive. I've put out a lot of my Halloween, my spooky items around, and my pumpkin patch is looking healthy. So the first thing that happened was I ran into Jack outside of Nooks. So he's a funny little chap. and it basically tells you to give him candy. So I already had candy in my pockets from previous visits to Nook's, so I gave them over to him, and in return he gave me something that I wasn't that interested in, to be honest. It's Jack's robe. So what happens next is what's important. So he basically tells you to give him lollipops, and once you give him lollipops, then you get something really special. So they will come from villagers if you give them candy. Not every villager will give them to you. Sometimes they'll give you items or recipes, and they'll also teach you reactions, like this one. So Jack has taught me the haunt reaction. It's really, really funny, and it looks like you're burning up inside. Also to say, resident services looks super adorable during Halloween. I love the pumpkin towers and those festive lights all around. And then I went off in search of some villagers. I didn't have to go very far. Elvis came and pounced up on top of me and asked for some candy. If you say no to a trick-or-treat, they will draw over your face. That is the trick. But if you give them treats, then they give you nice things. So they give you the spooky items, basically. And I think once you've received the spooky item from them, then they give you the recipe for that item. And then he taught me the scare reaction. So I'll get into the reactions later on. This is me just talking to some more villagers for some trick-or-treats. I love the little outfits they have. Now, if you don't have items, if you don't have candy, they just say, oh, sorry, no, nothing really happens. They just ask you to come back. Now, you can trick-or-treat at other people's houses, basically. So when you visit your villagers and their home, they have candy for you. So they give you a little bit of their candy, and then you can go and give that to another villager that's wandering around in a costume and get an item. So basically, it's like a self-fulfilling economy, which is pretty handy. So I love how these animals are in like animal costumes. Bo was in this funny little wizard's outfit, and I just thought he looked like the dopiest Gandalf impersonator ever. And then here's Diana in a cute little cat outfit that's very on brand for her. And then I went back to Poppy, gave her some more candy, and at this point she actually gave me a recipe. Here's me giving some candy to Sylvana. She's really, really happy, so she gave me a little rug. At this point, I got a lollipop. So I gave that to Jack and waited to see what good stuff he had for me. And he gives you a little special reward, and it's the pumpkin carriage, which I think is the most incredible item in the game ever. I collected another lollipop and gave it to him. And then he gave me the recipe for the spooky carriage. Right, and then the last thing is the spooky reactions. So it's just the two, haunt and scare, but I think they're so funny to do with your villagers because they also react with you if you time them right. And I love how they get spooked by you. It's so freaking adorable. And my little squirrel friends were just having a good time until I freaked them out. And I love it when they do the scare with you. So the last thing for me to do was bring it all together. So I had already displayed quite a few items that I received, but I wanted to lay out this pumpkin carriage in particular. I think it's so incredible. It's massive. I can't wait to see a full-on Cinderella scene with it, which I think will be really, really cool. And yeah, I just wanted to lay out all these items to take some nice pics for like a little Halloween inspired post on my Instagram and Twitter. And here it is. So this is bringing together all the amazing things from the spooky update. I love the pumpkins, I love the DIYs, I love the reactions. The trick-or-treating with the villagers is super adorable. And yeah, so anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a very happy October, happy Halloween in advance, stay safe guys, and have a wonderful day. Please give this video a little thumbs up and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!